Hello and welcome to WildBrickStudios. I'm Jay Wild, and in today's video I'll be reviewing the new LEGO Creator 3-in-1, the Space Mining Mech. This is a pretty cool set and it releases on March 1st of 2021, and I got mine a little early at my local Myers for $25. This set's number is 31115, comes with 327 pieces, and is recommended for ages 7 and up. This set has three main builds: the Space Mech itself, we have a little cargo transport down here, and as well as a unique looking robot. On the back here we can see the sets in more detail. And now we'll take a look inside. So here we have 4 bags and 3 instruction manuals. So our first build is the mech itself. Definitely a great build. You get an alien as well as a small little sand plate, which I'll show you right now. Here we have the sand plate on the planet, whatever planet it is. And on the inside here, we can put these little rock pieces that are meant to stay here. These are the precious rocks that the mech is trying to harvest, and they look quite good stacked on top of each other. And then here we have the small alien. So this is quite a small build actually, and it's not really the best build for an alien, but at least we get some type of alien in some shape or form. It has like these small legs, little arms. It has like these 2 green teeth, like it's trying to chomp. I see they're trying to like give it the look where the head's on top with this little back piece, so you can kind of move that around. But it's meant to be placed on just like that. Just a small addition to the set. And then here we have the mech. Definitely a great build. I will show you everything. So first up, we have the legs. You can pose them any way you want. Sideways, move the heels. We have quite a bit of posability and articulation. We have those little joint pieces. On the front here, we have the torso with these little orange lights. And on the shoulders, we have the little white lights for seeing. I like these nice little bricks stacked on top of each other to give it some pattern, as well as on the arm right here. The shoulders have these dome pieces to give it that shape, but they don't really look too good under there. It looks kind of empty, but if you put them like that, it'll look quite good. Here we have the hands. This hand has 4 fingers that you can like close just like that, and you can put the brick or the metal or whatever is trying to harvest on the hand like that. It's trying to hold it like that. We can move them up and down, sideways. And then here on the left we have the other arm, and this arm has the blade, so that can spin like that. It's pretty cool. So what you're supposed to do is spin it and mine away at the rock. Just like that. Pretty basic, pretty simple. Kids will like that. The mech can move up and down like that. It's a little loose, but oh, that's why I didn't push it in too much. So yeah, you can move it up and down like that, and it will stay in position now because I thought it was a little loose, but it's actually pretty good. And then on the back here we have the jetpack, a yellow jetpack, pretty nice. The robot can fly up in the air like that. And what's cool about it is that you can put these little green pieces on the inside right here, so you can store the green pieces that the robot is harvesting and take them away, so that's pretty cool. Or you can put the alien in here if you want to, but it's more meant for the rocks, but you could put the alien in here if you would like. On the inside here we have the cockpit that can open and close just like that. It's clipped onto these little pieces down here, and here inside we have this little robot. I don't know why they put this in here, but it's supposed to give it those it's supposed to have the eye look of the green right here. And on the other side it has this purple color, so I don't know why they did this, but at least we can put a minifigure inside here. So it's minifigure scale with these little controls. Take the character, sit him down, close it, and there you go. The mech is ready for a minifigure to mine away. Pretty cool. Even though the minifigure is not included in the set, it's pretty nice that you have the option of being able to put it inside. So I definitely think this is a great build. I like it. And now let's go on to build number 2. Here we have the second build, the cargo transporter, and it comes with another alien. I'm not sure why it comes with an alien driving the cargo thing. I'd expect there to be like a person or no alien whatsoever, but the alien isn't really too good of a build. It's actually kind of tiny and has no arms at all. At least we get the creator eyes, but I'm not sure if it's an alien or a robot too. Like, yeah, so that's the alien or robot, but the build is actually pretty good. The build here is a pretty sturdy build. I was surprised to see how good it was actually. On the front here we have 2 claws to like grab stones or whatever, and they have like all these joints on them so you can move them any way you want so it's pretty cool. On the front here we have a bunch of lights. We have on the bottom 2 lights, on top we have 2 green lights. On the sides here it looks like we have like missiles or something, but just little black round pieces on top for the legs. Those legs are actually they're pretty confusing to make a little, but they're actually pretty good. And they also have these light yellow color pieces on the bottom, but I haven't seen these yellow pieces too much, so it's kind of cool we get those pieces in here. The legs move up and down on these hinge pieces, so that's pretty nice. On the back here we have these little backlights. I would expect them to be red, but they're actually orange, so it's pretty well-rounded build. It looks good on all sides. It looks like a pickup truck on legs. On the back here we have the cargo hold. Here we have the green 2x4 pieces with a little gray on top, so you can like grab them like that. And they have these little clips on top, so you can just put them in there, 3 of them at a time. Pretty cool. Coming around to the front, we can see this nice dome piece that they used for the robot they used on here. Lift this down, and here we have the interior. Here the alien or robot can like be placed like so, but nice thing they did this, you can also put a minifigure in there. So here I got a minifigure, and there you go, you can fit the character in there, and the character fits. So that's pretty cool. You can fit minifigures in here, because if we just could fit this character in there, that would be quite disappointing. But pretty cool, you can fit a character in there, so you can have like a character mining on Mars or something in their little cargo transport, walking around like that. This is definitely a great build. It has posability, has fun features, fit minifigures in there, pretty cool. So overall, I think this one's a pretty good one. I definitely like the back, a lot bigger than I thought. Definitely a pretty well-rounded build. Next, let's move on to build number 3. Here we have the third build, and at first when I look at it, I'm like, what is this thing? It's quite hard to tell what it is, but on lego.com they say it's a robot walker, and here we have the little robot. This robot actually looks like a robot, and I like that. It looks like a robot. It looks like a walking robot. Accurate legs and arms. And then here we have the big robot, which is the walker, and I would say kids would definitely like it because you can walk around. It's tall. It's really tall, actually. Some good things about it, but some things are not good about it. So let's take a look. Here on the bottom we have the legs, and they have like these little heel parts in the back. So it's really hard to stand it up. You have to like stand it up on its toes like that. So, and it'll lean it back sometimes. So it's really hard to stand up. It has these orange parts on the sides. It has these little blue lights on the middle for like headlights. And then here we have the hip joints, so you can move them side to side. On the back here we have this little container. This might be one of the better parts of the build. You can open it like that, and you can't even open it all the way though, so it's like a little container holding these green pieces, so you can just put them in there and close it. So it's a nice little container. And then on top we have an antenna that can move side to side, another light on top, 2 controls on either side, and the cockpit. You can open it like that, and the robot can fit in there actually, so that's kind of cool. The robot can sit down and drive the robot, so sit it down like that, close it, and the robot has the little controls in his hands. So quite a nice fit for the robot right there. And you can also fit a minifigure in here too. So all the builds include a spot for the minifigure, which is a nice touch to the set. So place the minifigure in there, close it, and there you go. The minifigure can drive or walk the spot. So it's like a mech, except the mech doesn't have any arms. That's why I don't like it really. It's a mech without arms. Kids will like it because you can move the mech side to side, you know. You have a little place for the green bricks on there, but in my opinion, it's a little, it's a wonky build. It has like the antenna on top. It's a little wonky. It's an odd build, in my opinion. The robot's a fine build. This little robot we get here, the build, it looks good at some angles, but some angles it doesn't look good, and yeah, so they could have done a better job with it. I don't know any other builds that they could have made with a third build, but it's kind of hard to stabilize. Like right now I'm having a hard time standing it up. I can't really, I have to figure out the right position like that. It can stand up now, but it's really hard to stand up. It's not a build you would recognize on site. Like you would definitely recognize the mech as a mech, or like the cargo transport vehicle as like some kind of space vehicle. But this you don't see every day or in any other movies or anything like that. It's kind of like an ATST or an ATRT in Star Wars, except since it has that antenna on top and it's a little bulky and stuff, like it has like this little back thing. It doesn't really have that sense of a cool vehicle. Here we have the instruction manuals, the mech, basic instructions on the back here. We have other sets from 2021 and the treehouse set. I did a review on that set, you can go check that out, as well as the creator lion up there. Here we have the second map. On the back here we have the surfing house. And on the back of the Walker build, we just have the piece count and the wind survey. This is definitely a pretty good set in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. For $25, I definitely think it's worth the price. You get the main mech, the secondary build, and the third build. I like the cargo transport build. That one's a good one. The third build I'm not really a big fan of, but I'm sure kids will like it. But in my opinion, the mech is the best because it uses all the pieces. Includes a small alien as well as the small little sand tray with the precious metal or stone or whatever. The kids definitely like the playability, the spinning blades, the movable mech that can pose into different positions, the little jetpack on the back. That's actually a pretty nice build, and it can hold the cargo. If this set was $30, I think it would have been a little overpriced, but $25 is definitely the price for this build. The Creator 3-in-1 sets definitely have good retailing prices. I would definitely recommend this set for Christmas or for birthdays. Kids will definitely enjoy it a lot. So if you enjoyed this review, please be sure to give this video a like and consider subscribing if you have not done so already for more reviews just like this one, and I'll see you next time.